How do you know if Chapter 13 is right for you? Hey guys, Josh Sternberg coming at you from sunny California, Los Angeles, speaking to all my homeowners out there who are trying to determine if Chapter 13 is right for you. Well, Chapter 13 has a lot of benefits, so let's review those benefits and see if you qualify or if you hit one of those benefits or if one of those benefits is really important to you and your situation. And it may be that one thing applies to you, which makes it worth filing Chapter 13. It may be that multiple of these things qualify for you for Chapter 13 or make it worthwhile for you to file a Chapter 13. One reason we love to file Chapter 13 is what? It's because we can pay back our mortgage arrears. If you owe your mortgage company $60,000 and you don't have $60,000 and you've been denied for a loan modification, then guess what? Chapter 13 is a fantastic option for you because it gives you 60 months to pay back that $60,000. Okay, you don't have to be a mathematician to figure out that 60 months and $60,000 equals a $1,000 extra payment per month, which goes to the bankruptcy trustee. Okay, so remember, you still have to make your regular mortgage payment plus the $1,000 extra payment to cure your $60,000 in arrears. So let's call that qualification number one or benefit number one. If you've been denied for a loan modification, Chapter 13 may be right for you. If you cannot refinance, Chapter 13 may be right for you. The reason is, similar to the loan modification example, is that if you're behind $60,000 on your mortgage and you don't get approved for a loan modification, you don't have the $60,000 to bring the loan current, you may look into refinancing because refinancing will give you a new loan that will pay off the old loan and bring your loan current. The problem is a lot of people can't refinance, and I'll give you a few reasons why we find people can't refinance. A, they've missed too many recent mortgage payments, which disqualifies them from refinancing. B, they don't have the qualified income to apply and get approved for a refinance. C, their credit is hurt. If you haven't been making mortgage payments, that's dinging your credit every 30 days. If you haven't been making credit card or auto payments, that's also dinging your credit every day. And sometimes you need to have cash to bring into a refinance, depending on how much equity you have. So there's a lot of reasons that people in mortgage arrears or mortgage default situations can be disapproved, not qualified for a refinance. So reason number two that Chapter 13 might be right for you is that you cannot get approved for a refinance. Another interesting reason to try to do a Chapter 13 is you may already be very happy with your mortgage. Okay, this one's really important and you won't really find this on the internet when you're doing research. So I want you to pay attention to this and make sure that it's permeating your mind. If you have been modified or if you got your mortgage at a time when rates were super low, 2%, 2.5%, 3%, 3.5%, you may want to file Chapter 13 just to keep that mortgage note intact. You don't want to go out and refinance because as of today, September 2022, mortgage rates could be 6 or 7%. So why would you go refinance from a 3% into a 6%? The answer is you really shouldn't unless there's really no other option for you. So you should take a hard look at Chapter 13 because it's better to pay back your mortgage default, to pay back your mortgage arrears on a monthly basis and keep that original loan intact. The most common times I see that people should keep their loan intact, it's for two reasons. A, they've been modified and the modification gives them a fantastic interest rate and you don't want to blow that rate. Or B, they either bought their house or refinanced their house at a time when rates were really low and they have a good interest rate. So that's something you should take a good look at. You might have to consult with an expert, an attorney, a real estate professional, potentially, but preferably attorney to do that analysis with you, okay? So reason number three is you want to keep that good interest rate and that good note in effect on your mortgage. Reason number four may just be that you're drowning in debt, okay? You might be having a hard time making a mortgage payment because you have too much debt, too much credit card debt, too much IRS debt, too much state franchise tax board debt, too much auto debt. There could be all these different debt things going on that's making it hard for you to focus on what's most important for you and your family, which is making your payment on your mortgage. If that's the case, Chapter 13 may be good for you because depending on qualifications and income levels, you may be able to stop making all those other debt payments and just be able to focus on your mortgage. Again, the qualification process is in depth. You need an attorney to run you through that qualification process, but it's good for you to think, is the reason I'm financially struggling not because my mortgage is bad, not because my rate is high, not because I'm behind on my mortgage. It's just these credit card and these tax payments are drowning me. If that's the case, that's reason number 4 why Chapter 13 bankruptcy might be right for you. Reason number 5 why Chapter 13 bankruptcy might be right for you. Very simple. You have too much income to qualify for Chapter 7. Okay, Chapter 7 was carved out of the bankruptcy code for people who have income that is less than the average income of their neighborhood. If your income is above that income, which is called being above the mean income, you won't qualify for Chapter 7, so you've got to take a hard look at Chapter 13. But as I've discussed in this video, there's a lot of good that comes out of Chapter 13. So don't just look at it and say, oh, I don't qualify for Chapter 7, I don't want to file bankruptcy. Do the full analysis of what a Chapter 13 can get for you. And pay attention to reason number 6. Reason number 6 that Chapter 13 might be right for you is you can strip your second mortgage. Let me say that again. You can strip your second mortgage. Chapter 7 does not allow you to strip your second mortgage. Chapter 13 does allow you to strip your second mortgage. But in order to strip your second mortgage, your home value must be less than what you owe on your first mortgage. If your first mortgage is $600,000 and your home value is $550,000, you can strip that second mortgage. Now, I'm making it sound easy and simple, but there still is a calculation you have to do to determine how much money will be paid to the second, if any, and ensure that you can still strip the second. But if you're thinking about bankruptcy and you're thinking about Chapter 13 and you have a second mortgage, take a look at your home value and compare it to your first mortgage. If your home value is worth less than your first mortgage, you may be able to strip your second mortgage, which is a really big factor and a really big benefit of being a Chapter 13 debtor. Those are 6 reasons why Chapter 13 bankruptcy may be right for you. Reason 1, you were denied for a loan modification. Reason 2, you cannot refinance. Reason 3, you're trying to keep your existing note in effect. Reason 4, you're drowning in debt. Reason 5, you do not qualify for Chapter 7. Reason 6, you want to do a lien strip on your second mortgage. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful for my homeowners. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments or just pick up the phone and call Sternberg Law Group. Thank you. I'm Joshua Sternberg. Talk to you soon.